Welcome back to another episode of The Natty Teacher. I am, of course, your host. Who else but The Natty Teacher? And today we got a morning leg workout. Now today I got to give a big shout out to my sister-in-law. I don't know if she'd ever see this or not. I'm not sure, but I love you. And congratulations on obtaining your master's degree. It is her graduation ceremony today, so I'm on my way to the gym. Actually, I'm running a little bit late, so I got to get in there and just start hauling as soon as I get to the gym. Yeah, so on my way to the gym, and we got a leg B session. Of course, our big old hardest workout of the week. And I'm running on limited time, so we are carousing, to say the least. But what are we looking at for the session today? Well, to get us started, of course, a little bit of mobility work, get the knees ready, get them nice and lubricated, get those legs firing, get a little bit of blood flow going in the legs, and move into our first exercise, which will just be some good old lying hamstring curls loaded in a little bit of a shortened position, or no, excuse me, more in a lengthened position. So the way that I work it, and it's not, I don't mean to sound overly scientific. Again, I like to think I fall right in the middle of like the science-based bro lifting community. Because my big thing is intensity first, but I also really am a firm believer that that intensity should still be executed properly. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't really see how anybody can disagree with that. You know, I feel like it has to be, but executed properly for you, that is. Let me be more specific. So again, for me, what I see is, again, I don't mean to sound overly scientific. I'm losing my train of thought here again. I feel like I got a million things on my brain right now, but just been moving the last couple hours. I don't have access to a seated hamstring curl, and so what I've done is actually changed the game just a little bit, or kind of changed how I load the hamstring curl a little bit. What I mean by that is today's hamstring curl, the pad itself is actually closer to my heels. It's a little bit further down, and so it is a little bit of a bigger range of motion, a longer range of motion, just from like start to finish of the exercise. And then in my leg A session, I actually have it loaded to where the pad is closer to my calves, like almost not the middle. It's still on like the lower half of my shins, the lower half of my calves, but it is a little bit higher than where this pad is. So loaded just slightly different, makes it feel just slightly different, a little bit of a shorter range of motion with that one as well. So both are heavy though, both are heavy for sure, and yeah, so just a slight difference there. So anyways, we'll have lying hamstring curls to get us started. Then we will jump into our RDLs, barbell RDLs. After barbell RDLs, we will move into our closed foot leg press. And after closed foot leg press, we have some walking lunges, some walking dumbbell lunges, and yeah, then just calves, and that's it. So it's not a short session because it does take a little bit to get warmed up. So it sounds like it's easy. This is actually still like one of my longer workouts. So I'm trying to find a way to condense it. I think today all I'm going to do to kind of change that is just take a little bit shorter rest periods in between some of my warm-up sets. So that's kind of the easiest way that I can get it going a little bit. And as long as I'm feeling good, I'll take, the proper jumps in weight in my warm-up sets too, to see if I can kind of jump a little bit faster up towards my working weight. I don't want to rush it, but if I'm feeling good, then I'll rock and roll with it. So I did have a nice off-plan meal last night. So I had the first time in, I can't even tell you how long, I had a burger and fries. I have not had a burger, like an actual restaurant burger, in, it's got to be a couple months at least. I just don't really eat that kind of food, not really my thing. Usually off-plan meals for me are like Chipotle, once a week or once every couple weeks. So it was nice. It was very, very good. We celebrated Mother's Day with my mom and my wife, and yeah, it was just a nice time for sure. So I am pretty well fueled up, even though I did have a meal this morning, of course, and I got my water with me. Pre-workout still needs to be made, but obviously I got all in my gym bag. My gym bag's like this, like luggage bag almost. It is an actual gym bag still, but I have all my supplements in there. Like I bring it with me to the gym. You know what I mean? Because of my job and all that. Like I would either have to bring it, like a couple different blender bottles with me where I go, which would be fine, or I could just bring the powders with me in my gym bag, which that's what I opt to do. I just bring it with me everywhere I go, so I can just mix it at whatever gym I'm at. So, yeah. But anyhoozle, that's about all I got for an intro, man. That's the session, so we're gonna get in there and get her going. And yeah, so I will catch you all for a top set of lying hamstring curls, and that's coming at you right about now. All right, so to get us started here, we got some good old school lying hamstring curls. Now, if you watch my form here, if you watch my upper body, you can see that I'm actually not locked into place. I absolutely do use a little bit of momentum through my upper body to drive through the legs and curl that heavy, heavy freaking weight up. So I have been utilizing this form for a little while now, and I know on the far side of the science-based community, you'd be like, absolutely not, cannot have momentum through the upper body. I disagree, at least for me, and I found that I have been able to load my hamstring curling exercises a lot heavier, and I've been getting a lot stronger on it, and that has led to absolutely more progress and size in my hamstrings. So I'm going to continue to do it. So 2 working sets here. Now, this one I will say I was a little off on. This is my first time hinging over 400 pounds barbell or on a barbell ever. I've never really been a strong hinger. So I, did my top set here with 405, and I will say watching this form back, I was like, okay, I can get a little bit deeper, but I also had my legs pretty stiff. I'm like, I can probably work with the knee bend a little bit more, work with the movement. And so this was actually 3 sessions ago. So I've done 2 sessions with working with over 400 pounds since then, and they've been a lot better. You guys will absolutely see that. Next time you see this video pop up in uploads, it will be a lot cleaner for you for sure. So anyways, after that, we did our close foot leg press. Again, I have seen a lot of stuff lately on social media about where should your feet be on leg press? And if you put your feet close together, then it's not actually biasing the quads more. I completely disagree. I feel this a lot more in my quads, and my growth in the legs in my off season has definitely kind of spoke volumes to that. So I absolutely am going to just continue to do it like this. Again, I think, guys, don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. If you do certain variations of pressing, squatting, all that kind of fun jazz, and you are feeling it more in the area you want to feel it, just continue to do it. That's all you need to do. So don't overthink it, don't overcomplicate it. We did 2 working sets at this particular weight. I've been able to add a lot more weight to these and have gotten really strong, a lot stronger than I thought I would have as quickly as I have ever since I got that other set of 45-pound plates. So I've been able to add quite a bit of strength to that movement. Then we have some good old school walking dumbbell lunges. I will say I did this for 1 more session after this, and then last week when I did this same workout, my leg B, I actually did just stationary split squats, like barbell split squats, in the squat rack. And I like that a lot better. So we're going to stick with that one. And when I say I like it a lot better, it is torture because it's at the end of my workout. So I've already done heavy leg press. I've already done heavy hinging, heavy leg curls. And then I do my split squats at the end. So I like it in the sense that it is challenging, but man, it is a pain in the butt. And I mean, not pain, more a burning in the butt and the hamstrings more than anything else. Just the way that I do my stance. So again, you can kind of see that I'm not super stable here. I mean, I am using 80-pound dumbbells, and I did, I think, the 90s the week after this for, walking sets of, a set of 20 or 2 sets of 20. So 20 steps total. So 10 lunges per each leg. But regardless, yeah, so you will see that in the coming weeks. Phenomenal session, though, all the same. Legs have absolutely made some great progress this offseason. I do not have an outro for you guys, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all tuning in. This episode of Road to Natty Pro is out. I'll catch you on the next one.